What's happening? I am Andy, joined here today by George Gorman and Bill Mclaughlin. It's the Thanksgiving Zoom meeting, the last one of the week, the last one before the holiday. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
Good.
just looking forward to Thanksgiving tomorrow and being with you guys.
Awesome to see you both. So I wanted to, take one last time to interview you before the holiday. Now that you've just finished the big gala was last week, we had to change. Obviously, it wasn't an in-person gala. You guys went virtual as many of the other conferences and events are having to do these days. But it was awesome. You had the live, you had a live auction going. It's just been amazing. So first I want to just, maybe just a quick background, just a quick kind of overview for the viewers that, maybe that those one or two people out there who haven't heard of the Jillian Fund. But George, why don't you tell us what is the Jillian Fund?
Sure, I'll try to give you the Reader's Digest version, even though I'd love talking about it at great length. But the Jillian Fund is designed to unite parents with their children who are in the hospital. Mostly have been diagnosed with some form of cancer, but they're in life-threatening situations, and they do require critical care. So we try and unite their parents with them by giving them some funds to pay some bills that normally would maybe perhaps curtail them being able to make it to the hospital. Jillian Fund started a year after, or 6 months after my daughter had passed away. I'm Jillian's dad, and in her honor, we started this in a boardroom with Bill Mclaughlin and I, and I'm going to let Bill rattle off some of the stats, but it's truly amazing how many hearts we've touched, how many lives we've changed, and how many families we supported with what we've been able to raise through our partners and friends and colleagues in this business.
So amazing. So the charity literally keeps the lights on, pays the bills for those who need a little help. Rather than having to be at work, they can spend that time with their children in their greatest time of need. It's just an amazing charity. I know my daughter was very premature, and we saw a lot of families sitting having to make those choices, and it's just horrible. And it's just God bless you guys for what you do. We've helped out as much as we can. I'm part of, obviously, you guys know, but part of that Patriot Pack, the business bikers, the riders. Actually, I've got the little spin around.
Wow.
Love it. Yes.
My vest, there's plenty of Jillian patches on there. We've ridden back and forth across the country several times in Jillian's honor, raising money. And we've raised hundreds of thousands just doing that. But this is bigger than just the little biker group that I have with my group of comrades. Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about, how much has been raised and maybe a little bit about the gala that you guys just held and how it was different, but, just all the great things that came out of it.
Sure. So first and foremost, Andy, we thank you for all your continued support, the media coverage, you and Mike Stramalio and the rest of the Patriot Pack riders. And I mean, you guys have been great. And as you mentioned, you guys have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars yourselves. So that money has helped, call it 20, 30, 40 families. So certainly very appreciative of that. To date, I really haven't taken a look at the final stats in terms of how much money has been raised overall since inception, but I can tell you that it is now well over $2 million, and I don't want to misspeak and give an inaccurate number, but it's up there. And in terms of the amount of families that we've supported through that financial vehicle, we're up to 245 families as of last month, but that doesn't include the 75 families that we helped during the peak of COVID, last spring. So, it's been tremendous. We continue to grow. And then if you look at the gala this year, we've raised as of yesterday $231,000, which is pretty amazing, all things considered. And you know, I think I can speak for both George and I. It was very different. It was very interesting to do it virtually like that. While George and I do appreciate each other's company, you know, we both truly missed being with all of our Jillian family and friends, and the energy that we typically feel when we get together. I think, Andy, you've experienced it many times. It's a unique experience. I like to believe it's different. People have continued to tell us that it's different, and there's just something special about it. I think it's the tangible aspect of not only knowing that you're doing something really good, but seeing it and feeling it and meeting some of the families and hearing their stories and really having a good understanding of where your money is going and the impact that it's making on people's lives is extremely tangible.
Well, you know, and to take that a step further, when Steph, and forgive me, I forget her
How
position.
great is she, by the way? I mean, she's amazing.
So she's your spokesperson, right? And she came down and welcomed us, not this past year, but the year before, our last big ride that we did. And she met us in DC for that, and brought her family with her. And just to hear them, you know, after all that she had been through, I mean, it's just an emotional night, and you guys have both been there. And to hear the stories from the families who are just so thankful, you know, you really do feel like you're making a difference. And I can't believe you guys raised so much money. It's an amazing job that you did with this gala, despite the challenges. I have to say, you know, like, you raised a ton of money just like you always do. I was watching it with everybody. We were all kind of together, just like we always are. And I had a really bad hangover the next day. So it was almost like a totally normal Jillian dinner. You know, I probably didn't eat as nicely. It is, without a doubt, the nicest event, I think, that I've ever been to. You know, weddings, just big, giant events like that. It ranks up there with something like that. It's just the people in that room and the love that everyone shares together. It's just an incredible night. And you guys really handled it, I thought, very, very well, considering, you know, you really just couldn't do it the way you always had. And the way you always had was so good. It was just so hard to, you know, put that behind us and not do it. But amazing job to you guys. Thank you.
Well, listen, I think George would agree. It's neither he or myself from a creative standpoint. I mean, Lisa Monica, who's on our board, I mean, she really is the driving force behind the galas and all the little nuances and the detail and along with Jenna, you know, Jenna Stramalio Minor. I mean, all of the marketing that she's done and the content and the way that she makes our ideas. She puts lipstick on the pig. And then we were blessed to find, you know, Liz Campbell, who's now our executive director. I mean, she really was the one who came up with the idea on how we were going to go about delivering the message this year. So, you know, that format was really her brainchild, excuse me. So, you know, and the rest of the board, as always, just did a tremendous job going and soliciting donors and finding new donors and getting support. So it's truly a team effort. George, I'm sure you probably have a few words that you'd like to speak to that.
And how appropriate it is that we had the gala and we sit here on Thanksgiving Eve, right? Because we have so much to be thankful. And, you know, I just think, you know, sometimes you have to stop, look around you, and see how many people have touched your life, you know, and you guys certainly have touched the lives of all the families we support. And as I always say, you don't have to look too far to find something to be grateful for. And we're all grateful to everybody who has done so much to support our fund. And I don't know if that came through well. I'm a little mobile here, which I have to apologize for. But I just wanted to get that in. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I just really am grateful for your support.
Well, on that note, it was just great seeing you guys. I wanted to catch up. I wanted to just sort of, you know, review the night with you now that you had a chance to catch your breath. Hopefully you guys have some great plans for Thanksgiving. I know mine scaled down a little bit, but you know, we're still gonna eat till I can't stand it. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful holiday. Be safe, and love to you all. And it was great seeing you too. And I can't wait for the next Jillian event, whatever it may be.
It will be next year, and God willing, it'll be in person. And just in closing, Andy, once again, thank you to you. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the industry for always stepping up and stepping in and being so
Don't forget the
supportive.
date.
And I'm sorry, and I'm sorry.
Don't forget the date.
What, you know, George.
Don't forget the date, October 20th.
There you go. All right.
So you're calling it October 20th. You heard it here first. Breaking news from What's Happening. October, what was it, George? October what?
October 20th, Venetian.
October
as always, in
20th,
Garfield, New Jersey.
2021.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, I will see you there, and you guys have a great holiday, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, fellas.
Bye, guys.
God bless you.